Hi guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano Plastering. Today I want to show you how we match this Adobe finish here. Now she put up a few of these for gates. A lot of people will do cinder block. How do you know it's cinder block? Well, you can see the cinder block. It's coated right here. I'll show you what I did to match that particular finish there. I had Jay mix me up some soupy mud, and it's a little sandy because I want to match that right there. Okay, if we get it here, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight up with it and just skip it. You say, what is skipping it? Well, you put it here. If you put it flat like this, it won't skip. So you just hold it back a little bit, lightly. So come here. And this particular finish here, they actually hit it once, then they went over it sideways a little bit. No big deal. We can handle that. We just keep going over it. Take me about 5 minutes. If you guys are in a hurry, it's going to take me at least 5 minutes to show this. So give me that amount of time, and I'll show you how we match this. When I come to this radius, I'm just going to pull it downward because I am going to put a little bit of mud on that radius. In the corner, you just go back and forth, back and forth. Could you use mud that's a little stiffer? Sure. Could you use it a little soupier? Sure. What kind of mud is this? Regular Portland cement. We mix 3 to 1. What does 3 to 1 mean? Well, that means for every 100 pounds of cement you use, 300 pounds of sand. That is 3 to 1. And we are going over cinder block. Cinder block does not need a bonding agent because this will adhere by suction. They just stick together. They're very porous. You put it on here, you see how it just sucks right up. And what I'll do now is, before I do that top, I come in here, and that is not what they have right there. So I look at it, and I just put some more. Put some more, and I fill it. I keep filling it. I keep skipping it in other directions. I'm looking straight at what they have. Piece of cake. Just fill it in other direction. And say you guys want to do this, and this wall is painted. Well, then now you'll have to pressure wash it, and get all the dust, grime off it, and apply a bonding agent, because this will not adhere to a painted surface. And the idea, guys, again, getting back to what I'm doing, is you just go over it back and forth until there's till we got it kind of adobe'd out like that. And theirs actually is got a lot of paint on it, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip it a little bit more. I've already done a few skips. Keep skipping it. Then I'm going to take my trowel and basically just trowel it a little bit more to somewhat match theirs because they have got so much paint on theirs. And yet, this takes a little bit of practice. It's a little bit of practice, guys. Here we go. A little bit more. Just keep covering all the areas that you could see the base coat. And actually, I could see the base coat of theirs too. So a little bit of practice. You just fill it. This is actually one of the most forgiving finishes in the business because if you have any mistakes with your brown coat, man, this will cover it. Okay, so now that I think I've matched pretty much what they've got. Here we go, just a couple more here and there. The last piece is right where I'm at, where the camera actually can't see. Now that I got what I want on, I'm going to just take my trowel here and smooth it out a little bit. You can, because theirs is painted so many times. I don't want to tell these guys, oh man, just put 10 coats of paint on, it'll match. Usually I try to match things, the first primer and paint should match it. And can I do everyone perfect? No, nobody can do that. Okay, last thing I'll do is I'll skip this cap here. Same thing, guys. Now I'm just doing the radius. See that? Just skipping on the cap. Piece of cake, nothing to it. And because I'm starting right here, I don't want a straight line. I'll show you what I do, guys. I'm going to stagger it. Meaning, I put it here. Okay. Come here, and I'll stagger that line. If I don't stagger it, it'll look kind of odd. It'll look like, hey, somebody created it instead of so-called Adobe. So now I'll start down here. Get on there. I'll start down here. And all I'm doing is just putting coat after coat because this is Adobe, guys. Normally you see me using my pull trowel. You could use any trowel, guys. You could use a square one. It doesn't matter. But keep in mind, the trowels I generally use are 5 inches wide. Why do we use a trowel 5 inches wide here? Because now I got more give and play. If it's 4 inches or 3, that's for doing concrete work. There's no skill involved with that. It's all muscle. Here, with the wider trowel, you have more flexibility, more play, more for guys who are skilled. Anyway, guys, you see what we have here. And again, if you just go over it once or twice, boom, you will match this finish. Piece of cake. Anyhow, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. We thank you for watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one.